Hello everyone, I'm Faded Oasis. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/Faded Oasis or watching the VOD on youtube.com/@Faded Oasis. We're talking in the pre-stream chat here about cool things to do with the computer in Blueprints, including play Minecraft on it. Hi. This is fine, right? Yeah, this is fine. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that my lighting up my page here is not coming across on this camera, because I moved it around while it was on the starting screen and then couldn't check to see if it looked nice. We'll see. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you want to help me out, you can follow me on Twitch, subscribe to me on YouTube. Those are the free things. If you want to help me out more, tell your friends. If you want to give me money, please don't. Please donate the money to your local food bank. I do appreciate the gesture, though. If you want to let me know that you donated money, that'd be great. I'll give you a shout out. I'll also just give you a shout out if you say hi in chat. Hi, Molly. Hi, Pug. How are you? Blueprints. All right. Big caveat. If you're watching this stream as the first Blueprint stream that you watched, there are giant spoilers. This is a puzzle game that is about discovering the world and discovering what you can do. I'm going to talk about things that I have done. If you want to play this game for yourself, please do. And in that case, please stop watching. If you want to watch from the beginning, I've got a playlist of all of my Blueprints streams on YouTube. youtube.com/@FadedOasis. Exclamation point shout out Molly. I think it's... do I have this set up? I don't have that set up. Do I have this set up? I don't have that set up either. Fantastic. I used to have a shout out set up, and I don't remember what the command is. It's Saturday. It's a chill day. Heck yeah. Absolutely. Oh, also shout out Puck. I missed a lot. Okay. Let me fix this for me. Do this. Now I can see chat better. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. So, Blueprints. I'm in post game. I'm on day 28, or I'm about to start day 28. At the end of day 27, I walked into room 46 for the second time. I didn't think there'd be anything cool in there. There was a lot of cool stuff in there. I should have done that way earlier. Let's see. There was a list of the Sanctum keys, of cryptically where their locations are. There was a Sanctum key in there. There was a crown that let us... What did the crown do? It was the Ruby Crown of Arindia that was all of the red gems were popped out and replaced with sapphires, and the lining was replaced with a blue lining reminiscent of a set of blueprints. Entire Blueprints audience was shouting about going back in room 46. Yeah, I thought that it would end the game again. Quietly, of course. Well, yeah, I know Molly suggested it at one point, and I kind of shrugged it off because I thought that, stupidly, I made an assumption, and I should stop doing that about things. An assumption that walking into room 46 would end the day again. Or that there would be nothing important in there, that I have seen everything I needed to see from the first cutscene, but I should have known. What else did we find in there? We found a ransom note in, cut up magazine letters saying, this room's not as secure as you think. We have your 8 red letters. If you want them back, 8 separate payments of 100 gold. Now, I know that we've gotten at least 3 of the letters back because I've read them. The fortune teller machine said I would only see 7 of the letters. So I'm wondering if the 8th letter is just still the one being held, and if I pay 100 gold at some point, I'd be able to see that. The ransom note did mention that further instructions would come, so hopefully I get something about that. Let's see what else. There was some ancestry. There were statues of myself, an empty pedestal where a statue for my mother should be, and then statues of my grandmother and grandfather, I believe, on my mother's side. So that was nice. There was a crest, a new crest for the what's my name? Simon something? It's not like Jones, is it? Where's the names? It is Jones. Yeah, a new crest for the Jones family. It's made up of half of it is made up of all of the elements of the Sinclair Epson crest. So that was nice. I think that's it. We walked around in. I ran out of steps because oh right, I filled up the house for the first time. I finally gotten all 45 spaces to have a room in them. I'm happy about that. We saw the armory come up in the drafting pool, but we did not draft it. I don't remember what else. I know we've done other things. I didn't go back and watch last week's episode like I wanted to. Oh right, we went to the showroom and we bought the chronograph and the moon necklace. The moon necklace allows you to bring 2 items at random from your inventory into the next run, and I'm hoping that the 2 items we're bringing in are the 2 sanctum keys that were in my inventory and I didn't have enough steps to go to the door to open. So we'll see. If it's only one of the sanctum keys, then there's going to be a problem with my checklist because I'm not going to be sure which one it is. But let's go to that. Does this look good? I might need to autofocus again. Yep, there we go. That looks good. That's a good point. Yeah. So the sanctum keys don't have numbers on them. They don't have any. They're not different in any way. They are completely identical, and each one of them opens any one of the 8 doors underground. And if I only have one of them, I don't know which one it kept. Let's continue. I do have the entire poem of the 8 locations written down and what I think those locations are. Honestly, I'm hoping for 2 sanctum keys, or I'm hoping for 0 sanctum keys in my inventory. But I remember where I got them from. One of them was from room 46, and the other was from the music room. It was the major key. A new trophy. It was probably for filling up the house. Still 3 birds. The Full House trophy. Heck yeah. In recognition of exceptional architectural planning. You've been awarded the Full House trophy for drafting a room in every single open slot of your house. We'll take our gigantic allowance. So we've got 3 trophies on the list. I know that we need 8 trophies on the list in order to buy something from the gift shop. Oh, we've got a package. Did I do the mailroom? One sleeping mask and 2 gems. I must have. Yeah, I did get the mailroom near the end of last week's run. Okay, free sleeping mask and 2 free gems. They didn't give you that trophy at your front door. I mean, it's the day. It happens the day afterward. So many packing peanuts for those. Well, you don't want them to shift around in the package because you could damage the gems. But they just put the gems loose in the packing peanuts. I don't know. Hey, it's the 90s. People didn't realize how bad that shit was. Um. Okay, we have 0 of the keys. We have a lockpick and we have a metal detector. So, from my list of keys, I'll read out the poem. The first key is found here on the furthest rank. So that's going to be the key in room 46 because it's at rank 10. The second locked tight in the vault of a bank. So that's going to be the vault in one of the vault room, the safe deposit boxes. I'm not sure which. The third is high up among all the clocks. Last week I had just added the clock tower to the drafting pool. So I'm assuming that there's a key in the clock tower. The fourth is down below, beneath all the docks. Do I need to go to the pump room and lower the reservoir water level to 0 and go down there? Is there just a key down there? The fifth is held by a king on his throne. I don't know what this one is. This is the one of them that I don't know the location. Because I don't have a throne room or anything like that. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. That's the key that I have. That's the one that opened the first door. That's the key that my mother left in the secret hideout. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. That's the key that I found in the music room, the major key. And I kind of shouted a bit that I didn't know that sanctum keys would just be lying around. No, it turns out if you just draft the music room late in the run, it might be there. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. I'm not sure what that one is either. That one might be. It might be in the sanctum. It might be I have to open the rightmost door, which would be diamond. So is that nuance? Yes, that'd be nuance. The door for nuance. And then maybe there's a key in that room. But then what happens if I open all the other 7 doors first? Is that last key just forever locked? Last door of 8 has you stumped? Yeah, I mean there's only one room I've seen that has 8 doors. And it's the sanctum. So I'm thinking it's just the rightmost door has another key behind it. So if I open the door for nuance and possibly have to solve the rune puzzle, maybe I get another key there, and can immediately open another door. Okay. Um so my goals are first get back into room 46. Which is not that hard now. Second, I mean it's do everything on this list. Get back in room 46, find a vault key and go to the vault. Draft the clock tower, see what's up there. Go to the pump room, lower the reservoir to 0, which I can do now. Draft the music room late in the run. I'm gonna take a break because the fire alarm is going off in my apartment. Uh, I'll be back when this is done. I'll see you later. I'm sure it's just someone pulled a thing or lit their popcorn on fire or something. I'll be back in, I don't know, 20 minutes. Who knows? See you. See you in a sec. And I'm back. Hi. Uh, that was a fun fire drill. Fire truck arrived. One large fire engine, and then two more, and the fire chief's SUV. So that was fun. The first engine had two people go inside pretty quickly, not running, just walking quickly to make sure. Um, I need to stop watching stream on my phone. I was typing in chat during that whole thing. There we go. Um, it occurs to me that I've been using the wrong term in chat that whole time. It was not the fire marshal; it was the fire chief. The fire chief is basically just like head of command of a fire department, and the fire chief was the one that was here. The fire marshal is more of a law enforcement role for making sure that buildings are up to fire code and whatnot. For those who have other fire department hierarchies in other countries, yeah. Anyway, I think it was a false alarm. I think someone's smoke detector went off or something. Um, the hell were we doing? We have not started. We've barely started. I got a trophy, got my allowance, got 2 gems and the sleeping mask, so bedrooms are good. Lockpick is great, metal detector not so much. Good chance of finding keys and coins. I mean, that's fine. I kind of want to go. Let's see. I don't know if we go to pull north lever right now. Good to know that you think it was a false alarm, but you're not entirely certain. I mean, they didn't have a fire to put out, but they were vague about what caused the alarm. Mostly because they were just trying to get out of here, I think. Um, so I don't know if it was someone set off their smoke detector or someone pulled a pull station or who knows. Um, but you know, whatever. Yeah, let's go outside. Let's go open this. I don't think I want to go downstairs to open room 46 yet. I think I want to do that from the foundation. All right, we've got the tomb, which will give us more money, but we'd have to come back here every time. The hovel floor plans cost steps instead of diamonds. I don't care about the hovel that much because I always have diamond. Well, not always, but like it makes everything cost steps, which means I'm going to run out of steps definitely, and I'm going to have a whole pile of gems at the end. So unless I can find the laundry room to turn them into keys or money, or um, the freezer to freeze them for next run, it's not. There's no upside there. Like the real upside to the hovel is lighting the beacon, one of the 4 beacons for the outside elevator, and notes about who the former gardener was. Shelter, I do like getting rid of the negative effects of the red rooms. Um, let's say we do that. And we can start an experiment right away. Let's do that. And we have a gem. And we get music. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. Laboratory. Do I want to do this or do I want to get to security? I guess I don't care about security that much right now. I want to start a laboratory experiment that I can trigger as many times as I can. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, which I believe is anything with the drawing compass symbol, or immediately, only once, or the next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Okay, I don't need more gold in my allowance. Dirt on the driveway is inconvenient, but it's more inconvenient than a small chest at the entrance hall, so I think that's what we're doing. I do have a lockpick. I don't know if I can lockpick locked trunks. I probably can. I can probably try. Hey chat, have I ever tried to use a lockpick on a locked trunk? I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't expect people to remember, but just, you know, it's weird. So we'll try. Usually get hammer. Yeah, hammer just smashes them open. But in the few runs where I come across locked chests and don't have a hammer yet, I think I just ought to use a key. I don't even know if it gives the prompt for a lockpick. I don't know, I think I would open any locked chest, whether I have the sledgehammer or not, because they quite often have keys in them. So it's either if I draw a drawing room floor plan. If I draw a drawing room floor plan. Actually, hold on, I'm going to cancel. I'm going to exit. I'm going to look. Is drawing room the name? That's the name of a specific room, isn't it? Where's my cursor? Drafting studio, drawing room. Okay. No, so it's not this symbol. It's if I draw the drawing room. Which does mean that I can pass it up. Every time the drawing room comes up, I would get a chest, and then I just don't click the drawing room, and then hopefully the drawing room comes up again. I don't know that that's going to be often enough. I didn't type the G. Swang Sonf. Login. There we go. RTA. Active terminals. Laboratory. Swanson, son of Bella Swan. Is that a Twilight reference? Because I don't know much about Twilight other than terribly photoshopped child. Experiment center, that's what I'm doing here. Next 3 times I open a locked trunk, add a small chest. So as soon as we find the first one, in theory, they don't have a set in the book? Oh, okay. I think it's in... I don't know. Everything I know of Twilight is secondhand from someone else talking about it. And I think in one of the later movies, there's a badly photoshopped, I guess just visual affected baby that does not look like a baby. Right. I don't know that I want to. Okay. Do I want to go down and open 46 now? Where's the area map? No. No. Here. Okay. So to open 46, we need to go 1, 2, 3. Three through Reservoir to underground passageway or whatever it's called to Inner Sanctum. And then all the way back would be 9 to outside again, 10 into entrance hall. Or is it shorter to go through the precipice? Because it'd be, we're outside now. Precipice, abandoned mine. It might be shorter. No, because I need to go into Reservoir to turn this anyway, because I don't know that it's turning the right, that it's facing the right way. So it's pretty much the same number of steps. Oh my god. Alright, let's open. I want to report you for spam, scam. Block this user and delete the message. Yeah, I've already gotten an email that my report's been submitted. Why is my do not disturb not on? Why did my phone make a noise? Schedules. Streams. My calendar has this as a stream, right? Yeah, so I should be on Do Not Disturb. I don't know. Let's turn it on. Oh, they've already actioned on the report. Fantastic. Yeah, I've gotten 3 of those bots in the last few weeks. They're great. Hey everyone, don't click any links you see in Twitch chat ever. Alright, Foundation. So if we go from here, Foundation to basement, we just saved the 1 step. I guess 2. But we might have some Sanctum keys if we do it later. So we should probably do it later anyway. Because we might be saving some steps rather than having to go downstairs to go open 46 now and then go downstairs later to open a Sanctum door. Will we draft a room before the hour mark? No? I mean, I can hold off more if you want. Alright, let's, we've already drafted the outside. Alright. We get extra 5 from bedrooms, but I want to go to the corner first. We still have Ambition of the Pawn. There are no items in here. I hate the spare room. It's miserable. I love all of these rooms. I'm thinking billiard room for the keys. Let's do that. We get nothing back here. There was something behind the bar once, and that's why I keep checking. 9. 4 squared is 16. 18 minus 16 is 2. Squared is 4. 4 and 5 is 9. Minus 7 is 2. Times 1 is 2. Squared is 4. That was easy. Ooh, secret garden key. Okay, so that's the west door? West lever, secret garden. Okay. So we need to get to west of the antechamber. So up from the foundation. Commissary this early. The den, though. The den lets us go multiple directions and has a gem. Hovel with secret garden would be neat. Hovel is you use steps instead of gems. What? I think I'm missing something. Alright, let's peek over here. Secret garden spreads fruit. Oh, you get more steps. That's what you mean. Okay, right. Nook faces the wrong way. Gymnasium would be shut off, but also just lets us go over to the area that we're already going to be. Commissary in a dead end, maybe? Let's see what we can buy. Yeah, let's see what we can buy, and then probably not come back here unless we need to. No items. No items. Gems for sale, sets of gems, sledgehammer, and running shoes. So sledgehammer is going to be very useful. Running shoes, because I am going to backtrack to the entrance hall at least once. And I think we're good. Maybe if we come back through the den with 10 coins, we buy a set of gems. That was a good commissary. Alright, we either dead end or we corridor. Greenhouse does... Oh, that's where I use the broken lever. How's the soil at that location? It is good. It's not rich, but it's good. I do like green rooms. Greenhouse does mean that maybe if we get over to bottom left, we can get the conservatory early. I'm gonna do that. Alright, no lever, no power sledge. Alright, we got 1 gem here. 1 gem here. Watering can, that's fantastic. So that's another 3 gems for... If I go out and in, that's a gem. Going back through the spare green room's a gem, and then the next one. Drafted one had a spade in it, and I was staring directly at the spade and couldn't see it. Oh, the shovel. I think I've done that once before, just not realized that an item was there for 5 minutes or something. Okay, so we do have 2 dig spots here, but no shovel. I knew it was somewhere on the estate because security was telling you. Ouch. Alright, well, I guess we're done here. Let's go back. Let's try and go directly to that corner. Oh, I didn't step back in the greenhouse. Well, if we find 2 more green rooms, we won't need to. The kennel's a new room. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Absolutely. And it's a brand new room. We haven't seen it. Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Heck yeah, I can pet the dog. One dig spot. Alright, we have... the way the blocks are spread out. C-A-S-T-L-E. Ah. Aha. Okay, so there's a T down here? Yeah. Okay, so our little puzzle here we have C-I-X A blank blank S-I blank T-O blank L-O blank E-T-T. Is this gonna be a passphrase in the Eurasian language? Am I going to need to learn the language? I didn't think that this was a language puzzle game, but maybe it is. Okay. And that's all that's in here. Can I let the dogs out? No? Okay. Come on. I can't pet the dog. There we go. There you go. Alright, let's move forward. Hey, the conservatory, just like I wanted. Use the watering can. And we don't have a shovel in here, do we? Dang, okay. One more dig spot over here. Let's adjust. I want all of these to be common. This is... it's 3 diamonds, but it's a 4-direction room. 50-50 on drafting the kennel my runs because I will spend at least 2 minutes petting the dogs out of guilt. What's the downside? Why is that a bad thing? Always already commonplace, that's fantastic. Kitchen's already commonplace. Alright. So yeah, make the cloister common. Should I make it standard? Because it is 3 gems. Imagine if every time you pet the dogs it increases your luck. For gameplay balancing, I imagine if the 7th time you pet the dogs, it increases your luck. Just the 7th time. Or the 8th, yeah. 8th makes more sense for this game. And not every 8th time. The 8th time in one run. So you go in, you pet the dog 8 times, your luck increases. You keep petting the dog, nothing else happens. You start a new run, you find kennel again, you pet the dog 8 times, your luck increases. But also the game doesn't tell you that anywhere until you pet at 8th and it says your luck is increased. Do I want this to be commonplace or do I want this to be standard? I'm now thinking standard because of the high drafting cost. Although if it's common, I do get to choose when I do it. Yeah, let's keep it common. Alright, nothing in here. We have 2 ways to go here in the entrance hall. So let's go north. The veranda, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. This is fantastic. Watering can, so that's all of our watering can uses. We've got a chest here. Experiment successful. So there's now a small chest in the entrance hall. I still don't know if a small chest is a locked chest or if it's something new. Oh, there's a coin over here. Okay. There are 2 dig spots here, still no shovel. I do need to go back to the entrance hall to use this anyway, so I'm not going to head back there now. The chapel would have no downside and allows us to go 2 directions. The parlor stops us from going north. So I'm going to do chapel. And it is sheltered. Stack of coins over here. And if we do promote to bishop, we can come back here and get 30 more coins. Although, oh, it does say the negative effects of the rooms are prevented. So we probably do still get the 30 coins. Let's keep going north. Alright, so we can't go north anymore after this, so maybe we parlor or storeroom to dead end here. Actually, if we're dead ending, I probably want the garage for the 3 keys. Let's do that. And then can't open this without the key. And there's no other items in here, right? It's just what's in the car. Yeah. Oh, there's a coin on the floor. Thank you, metal detector. Entrance door angle to the garage changes. It can be in one of 3. Is it worth a step to go back in there? I don't think so. I think the entrance door can be in one of 3 places because the garage has to face west. The garage door. Although I don't know if I have gotten into the garage from the north side. So I think, yeah, the walls will swap where they are. Maybe. Which is weird. I've never noticed that. But it's definitely happened now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so I kind of want to go south from here so that I can go north from entrance hall, maybe? Or dead end. No, observatory south. Remember entering the garage from the east one day? Yeah, I've definitely... Oh, the one day you played this game. I've definitely gotten into there from the east several times. What's on 17? Probably nothing. Yeah, so who knows what this is going to be. I can't predict until 20. We get the apple. Great. Apples are extra delicious. We get the twins. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Oh my god. And we get Clavis the key. 1 key. So there's now a small chest and 2 chests. And we'll see what that does. Applewood Secret Garden, that's true. Stellarium here to dead end would be good. Boudoir to dead end gives us a bunch more steps. And 2 reroll dice and a gem. Parlor gives us 3 gems. Don't really care right now. Maybe Boudoir. Okay, wait. I'm just realizing now that the way I've been using Conservatory is slowly making Solarium worse and worse. Because I'm putting all the bad rooms at rare. And then I'm putting all the rooms I want at common. And Solarium's gonna say, okay, great. Take all the good rooms that you want and let's make them not come up as often. Let's give you all these rare rooms that you've said are bad. At some point, I'm going to actively not want to draw the Solarium ever again. Let's do it now, because it does dead end the room. We get an orange, not an apple. An orange. We get a lucky rabbit's foot. That's good. We still don't have a shovel. Although I'm pretty sure this has nothing in it. We've already dug up the thing that was here. So nothing else here. So now we're going back to the entrance hall. We're running long distances. Hopefully the running shoes save some steps. There's one. Alright, we've got 3 locked chests here. So the next 2 locked chests we open should spawn more locked chests here. I'm assuming one of them goes here. And I don't know where the 5th one goes. It just appears. That's great. Could this glitch me into the... If I were standing there! Oh, I should have done that. Alright, north-facing rooms. And a map. Still no shovel. Just south of the antechamber. On the bench. Okay. Oh, there are the car keys. Now I want to go back to the garage. And a gem. And then that's the end of the experiment, because that's all 3 here. 3 keys. I'm so rich. I am so rich now. 4 coins, a key, and a gem. And 2 more keys. Oh my god, look at all this. 11 keys, 6 diamonds, 18 coins. And we only barely made it to rank 4. We're rich. I don't know that I want to go back through here without a shovel, though. Because the garage is just going to have what's in the trunk, and the shovel can't fit there. So I think we go north. And then I go back through. Ooh, bad roll. We take the courtyard. Maybe the courtyard has a shovel in it. It does. And it has a bunch of dig spots. We're golden. We're gonna run out of steps. The dog barked because I dug and it unlocked all the doors. Also another locked chest. Three more keys. Great. At some point, we're going to have more keys than steps. Okay. So, We head back now. There's no dirt in the spare green room. There was 2 in the greenhouse, but also I don't have the lever or the power hammer. You dig and doors unlock? Yep. Yeah, each time you dig in a room, unlock all the doors in that room. Which is not going to come up that often, but it's decent. At the very least, I want to go through conservatory and veranda, because that was 3 dig spots. There was 1 in solarium that's going to be empty. So yeah, we just go back through here, we go to garage, open the trunk. Or do we keep going until we find the breaker room so that we can turn on the power in the garage and get outside again? I don't know that there's anything outside for us. Yeah, let's not go outside. I don't think we want to go outside. Who's a good dog? Dig spots here too. Turnip, nice. Right, we can get food here. Oh, sweet. This is so worth it. A coin. Tin can. Four coins and a battery. And a note. Plenty of moonshine. Yep. Right. So we're going back to Courtyard and keep going north. The aquarium is a bedroom, so we'll get 5 steps. It is a power source, but I don't think we care. It's facing the wrong way, but it's fine. It is a green room, so we're more likely to find items there. And I think that's it that we care about. I just realized the Geist bedroom is part black now in the text, but they didn't change the wall colors, which is interesting. Workshop lets us go straight through and has an item in it probably, and lets us craft. Let's workshop. Oh, so it's part black print? Yeah, kinda. Well, here's the lever. Okay. So now we can go back to greenhouse, open east door, south door. Pick guest bedroom. What did guest bedroom? Oh, it gives you a random effect from one of the other bedrooms. Yeah, I didn't like the randomness of that. I mean, it's already random in that I'm drawing cards, but what can we do here? We have the battery pack. We can make the power hammer. Crack open that wall. What was behind? Did we already crack open that wall? We didn't. We've opened enough chests, right? Where's our battery pack? Here it is. I think we've opened enough chests this run. How many have we opened? 1, 6? We've opened 6 chests? We're good. We're good. Crack this open. Okay, so we no longer have the lever. But we can go into the greenhouse, crack open the wall, see what's back there, dig the spots. I think that's all we can make. Nope, wait, we can make lockpick and metal detector. Pick sound amplifier. What did that do again? Don't remember what that did. We can make a dowsing rod, which did not seem useful and gets rid of our shovel. That's it. In case you run out of keys. You have a spot where you wrote down workshop items. I wrote down the combinations that make the items, but I didn't write down what the items do. Because I figured I would remember. I don't remember the sound amplifier being that useful. We'll see. I'm gonna open this door. Set gems to 2. The vestibule. Let's vestibule so we can go in any direction. But then I'm not gonna go in here yet. I'm gonna go backtrack. I'm at 48 steps, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to get back here. Sure. Yeah, no dig spots. Do we want to buy gems at the commissary? Maybe. Excuse me? It's a door? The original Gardener's Logbook. February 1990 to when I get fired. Okay. This is a record of my many indiscretions and lapses of judgment. Should this logbook ever be found, know that my guilt is exceeded only by my failings. Wow. As the groundkeeper of a vast estate, it is my responsibility to ensure the property remains well maintained and beautiful all year round. From the many green rooms of the manor to the sprawling lawns, it is my duty to attend to every aspect of the grounds, ensuring they are orderly, presentable, and accessible, so that they may be appreciated by both guests and the family. That would be the day. This logbook, many years overdue, will serve as a record of some of my duties, discoveries, and contributions I have made to the estate over the many years I have served here as groundskeeper, and however many more are yet to come. Not many, apparently. Tenny Ravine. February 25th, 1990. A few months ago, I made a truly remarkable discovery in my role of Mount Holly horticulturalist. Through years of breeding and experimentation, I successfully created a new species of flower with a fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Although the fruit is not edible, it is nevertheless a marvel of nature, possessing all the beauty and brilliance of a genuine jewel, but with the added benefit of being entirely organic. Despite the creation of this flower being my proudest accomplishment to date, my joy was slightly curbed when I was informed by Randolph Moore that my employer's company, Cinca, had decided to deny my request to announce my discovery to the public, completely disregarding my years of hard work and dedication to this project. This decision was absolute rubbish. I poured my heart and soul into this project, investing countless hours of research and experimentation to create something truly extraordinary. I feel this flower has the potential to make a significant impact on the field of horticulture, and it feels like such a waste to keep a gem like this hidden away for, quote, further research. As I suspected, they wanted the flower to serve primarily as a cheap way to produce resources for special floor plans. October 21st. I had high hopes for this logbook, but have struggled to find a reason to add another entry. When was the first one? February 25th. So, like 8 months later. My employer's decision earlier this year has left me feeling disheartened, and I find it difficult to find the motivation to continue my work. I am aware that my disappointment is affecting my performance, and I am reminded of that daily when I see the house plants slowly dying as I make my rounds. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. January 8th, 1991. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard, perhaps with some prodding, that the employees' contracts for the staff are kept within the Baron's private office on the 10th rank. The employee contracts are in room 46. A fact that I found quite remarkable considering the house only has 9 ranks. This all but confirms the long-held suspicion of the rumored 46th room is in fact north of the antechamber. A suspicion that I always considered too obvious to be plausible. Did stream freeze for anyone? That's a good question. It did not freeze for me. I only have 9 dropped frames. It's okay for Pug. Must just be you. As much as I wish to abandon all pretense of caring about my job to focus on this new project, I fear I must resume my gardening duties for the sake of appearances. It has, after all, been a long time since the north side of the house has received the groundskeeper's undivided attention. Let's trim the hedges and see what we find. So Denny was looking for 46. If there is a 10th rank, it is impossible to perceive its existence from the outside. So if it does exist, then I'm going to assume that reaching it can only be done through the antechamber. Sadly, security has only gotten tighter in the years after Mary's disappearance, and that room is no longer locked behind regular doors that can be opened by regular keys. No, that would be too easy. Instead, the Baron had remote access levers installed in several rooms of the house. I feel like I was supposed to find this way earlier. Funny enough, I already know the location of 3 of these levers, as one was recently installed in the greenhouse, and the other 2, another 2 were installed in the secret garden. So you're supposed to know that there is another one in there. It's almost like they were choosing green rooms just to tempt me. Antechamber lever locations. This was the faded note from the basement, I think. So now I can fill out more of those notes, wherever they were. Here. The east levers are in the Great Hall and the secret... the east level, yeah. Great Hall, Secret Garden, sealed. South lever was Greenhouse, Broken, and Weight Room, sealed. Yep. West lever, Secret Garden, and Mechanarium I did not have. Which I believe is the room that has a number of open doors equal to the number of doors equal to the number of gear rooms you've drafted already. It appears each antechamber door has one primary access lever in addition to a redundancy in another location. March 10th. Although these past few months of exploration have yet to yield the fruit I seek, I have, in that time, gained a much greater mastery of the estate and have stolen many glimpses behind the black curtain that veils her many secrets. Among the more exciting of my recent finds was the discovery of a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms. Sealed shut behind a false wall. The stale quality of the air and unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe that this chamber has remained sealed for many decades, Within it, I found a large vat and a copper still, their time-worn surfaces streaked with creeping veins of oxidation and rust. I am unsure if these instruments can be restored to working condition, but if they can, I may yet find a way. I may yet find a use for the sugar beets and potato stores rotting away in the root cellar. So one of the outer rooms has a false wall. We know from um, her ladyship's diary that one of the outer rooms has three doors, or four, has four doors, the entryway and then three others, but I don't know what that is. Resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. Okay. At last, I finally discovered a location of one of the north levers. It is deep underground in a location so far removed from any of the estate's plant life that had I been discovered, I would have been completely vulnerable without any excuse but curiosity to offer to my captor. As anxious as I was to pull it, I have decided to wait until the Baron is away, as it reduces the risk of being caught significantly. And once he leaves, I don't think that a delay in returning will be too hard to engineer now that Kristoff is under my thumb and beholden to do whatever I command. It's August 4th. August 15th. Well, there's no turning back now. After finally reaching the objective I had been working toward for the last 4 months. That's a curious sketch of what the Inner Sanctum door is. Or, what's in there. I made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment and took more than just my contract. I found something that I knew would give me the chance to make back some of the money I felt was owed to me, and I grabbed the opportunity without really considering the consequences. Given that there is now only one missing file in the staff contracts, I have unwittingly left an incriminating trail leading directly back to me. My only hope is that they consider it too obvious to be plausible. Denny took his own contract out? Took more than just your contract. He took his contract and something else. Did he take the 8 letters? I'm almost positive that I'm not going to get away with it, but at this point I feel I owe it to myself to get what's coming to me one way or another. End of book. So this is why he was fired, because he stole something from room 46. Oh, look. Magazine clippings. He definitely stole the letters. Correspondence envelopes in red. Anyway, we've got a door back here. Okay, we can rotate because the dovecote's here, but corridor doesn't help us. Dovecote's already facing the right way, and aquarium's not. It lets us go north, but the vestibule's already there. It's a power source. Do we care? Maybe we just take the aquarium so that we have a faster way back to the vestibule rather than going all the way back around. Let's take the aquarium. I'm not going to step in yet. See a dig spot. Let's... Wait, I didn't dig in here. Let's make sure we do that before we leave. Get some steps in. So I want to go back and buy the 3 gems. It's only 2 steps away now. I think I do. Yeah, I did enjoy learning more about what happened with Denny. That he actually found 46. Do I... Oh, I can't buy 3 more. Or I can do them 3 for 1. I guess I could buy 3 more. There's a much bigger gap between finding the ransom note and his logbook. Yeah, that's fair. We'll stay there. I'm going to step in here. We get 5 steps. It's sheltered because it's a red room. I forgot about that part. So we only have 1 sheltered room left. There's a gem on the barrel. I dug, so the door unlocked. That's the dog howling. Power source. What do we get? None of these get us back to the vestibule. If I were Simon, I'd go back and be like, hey, I'm so sorry you had your life's work ruined. That was some bullshit. You want to come back and work again? He knows how to get into 46. I don't know that he can be trusted anymore. I don't know. I might offer to try to compensate him for, like, he created something great and then the fact that it wasn't announced publicly that's bullshit, absolutely. And maybe we publicly announce it, actually. Maybe we say, like, you know, during Denny's time as horticulturalist of the Mount Holly estate, he also cultivated a surprising new plant, and like try to get him to be like side by side announcing it, because it deserves to be announced. I'm gonna do parlor. Pick this up. It just occurred to me, and it's occurred to me before. I don't know that I mentioned it. What if I just don't open these boxes and I just take this wind-up key and bring it anywhere else? I probably can't use it for anything else. But what if I just don't use it? What if I get to the showroom, get the necklace, bring the wind-up key into a future run, and then just have multiple wind-up keys now? I'd risk it. If I screwed him over a second time, I think I deserve it. Can you workshop it? The wind-up key? I don't think so. The gems are in the black box. The gems are in the white box. Only one box displays a true statement. Okay. So we did this part last time. If this is true, then this is the only true box. And the other 2 are false. If this is false, then 2 boxes display true statements, and it's not this one and the other ones are true. So this is the odd box out. Either this box is the true box, or this box is the false box. So these are either both true or both false, They say that the gems are in different boxes, so they couldn't possibly both be true. So they're both false. The gems are not in black. The gems are not in white. Therefore, the gems are in blue. Patio spreads gems in each green room, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green rooms already. Guy's bedroom or storeroom? Maybe patio. And then when we're backtracking, because we're going to need to backtrack to get back to the vestibule, we're going to go through aquarium, greenhouse, spare green room, courtyard at least. And that'll give us more gems. Also, it'll have dig spots. Also, we might find a locked room and we can secret garden on this side. Or, yeah, it can be on this side. It can be on either side. We have a key. What is this? File cabinet key. Right. We got an apple. So there's a file cabinet somewhere that's locked. I don't know where it is. We have the key for that again. I got a rock. And a key. Okay. What's up? There's another boat over there. Which is weird. There doesn't seem to be anything on this side that's relevant. Also, the grass seems taller. The grass seems much taller. So, I don't know if this is a walkable area. Seeing something back there. Is it just rocks on the path or something? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know that this is a walkable area. Oh, we got a security door, and I don't have a thing for that. I do have a thing for that. Why do I have a thing for that? I dug, and the door's unlocked. Thank you, dogs. You're such good dogs. Oh my god. Bedroom gets us steps. These are still dead ends. I'd like to keep going a little bit. I gotta go pet those dogs again. Better view of that boat. Got nothing else in here? Absolutely nothing? Alright. Door's locked over here. Special keys won't work. Because it's just the secret garden key and I'm opening toward rank or column D. Lockpick didn't work, so we use one of our 17 keys. Machinarium would have three doors. Workshop, aquarium, machinarium. Mechanarium, not machinarium. Machinarium is a fantastic adventure game from 15, 20 years ago. It's a very old game. We could dead end here. Go to the vestibule. Get some reroll dice and do something else. I don't know. Machinarium is free on Epic right now. People should go get it. K9 hacking robot. Heck yeah. Those K9s had a decision to make, either be cops or be hackers, and they chose the right one. 3 doors is pretty good. I don't know what direction the doors are going to be. I would hope it's not toward the parlor. It's not enough doors to open one of the corners, so it's not going to have a lever available. Yeah, let's do it. Doctor Who canine? Okay. Okay, yeah. So we were right. Didn't notice that the gears were hooked up. That's fun. Ooh. N, huh? Cool. Alright, let's go north. The ceiling said north, so we'll go north. Lockpick? No. There's the cloister and the office. We have the file cabinet key. I don't know that there's a file cabinet in here. Molly. Yeah, that's why it's K9, because it's K9. No worries. Let's do the office. Still have our list that I don't know what to do with. Let's spread Golden Estate. Run payroll. We've done that, I guess. What else is there to do here? Oh, we can RTA to the shelter, which is online, and we can check because we've activated the laboratory experiments enough. Maybe we can just open all the security doors. Radiation monitor. If the reading is 12 or higher, all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Damn. Okay. And it's probably not going to trigger anymore. Where would the lever be? There are 8 doors in the mechanarium. The corners are small sections with, I'm assuming, items or levers or such. Let me open up the map here. So you have the 4 corners. Actually, you can see it from here. The 4 corners here also have doors. So I presume that these are small little alcoves, one of which has a lever, one has a table with items on, who knows. There might be one with a book with a bunch of lore. One might just be where they keep all the spare gears. Alright. There's no filing cabinet in this room. Dates. Oh, 0117. That's the first entry in Lady Clara's diary. The In Eclipse Ball was 1952. No. So because this is the office, I'm more thinking this has something to do with Mrs. What's her name? The lady who runs everything. Mrs. Babbage. So it's probably a date relating to her. Although it might just be relating to Sinclair. Old Station was flooded in 1917. Didn't think so. On March 1st. Nope. Date on Crest was 12/13, but I've tried this a bunch. What if it's backwards? 3121. Nope. This is the office safe. Trying to think. We do have the false note saying that the code is 9083. 83 is like one of the relevant years. It makes sense that it wouldn't be 90 though, because it's not a date. Okay, does it have something to do with what's your name? I know your name. Hold on. You are Count Isaac Gates. Right? Yeah, you're Count Gates. Okay. But I don't have any info about who you are. I wonder if it's my birthday. I was born in 79. 1979. Oops. No. I know I didn't write it down, and I should have. Um, Her ladyship's diary had the specific. Hmm, no. Black Orchard Gate. Why didn't I write it down? Just going over everything, making sure I don't have it somewhere. Red Door Underpass. Did that. Did that whole thing. No, there's nothing here. Okay. Log into network. Swan song. Yep. I want email next week. Fuse box repair. Changes the estate. Back indicator lights. Yep, okay. Yes, that's just how the VAC system works. And then like setting up for me. Data transfers from Sync are not currently available. Okay. Staff services. Or schedule change. Okay. Oh, special orders. Let's place special order for shovel. I don't know that there's anything else we can do to get any info in here, which sucks. Hey, chat. Answer yes or no. Do you know when my birthday is? Not Mike, Simon's. Alright, I think we walk in closet here and just. Although I'm real close. I know I could have figured it out from the diary or from something else. And I just didn't write it down. Let's go dining room. Get the lunchbox. We'll keep going. Lunchbox is a free 10 steps. Something beeped in here. Was it the lunchbox? Did the lunchbox beep? Might have been. Okay. Maid's chamber would be the third red room, so it would be sheltered. It is a bedroom, so plus 5 steps. Ooh, a cupcake. Plus 10, wow. Interesting design, mostly red and purple walls. I mean, it makes sense, but Lockpick worked. Foyer makes hallway doors always unlocked, so vestibule doesn't have a downside anymore. Reading nook does face the right way. Or cloister, which has 2 rooms locked off. What's reading nook? Did we order a book last time, or did we read a book last time? I think we read... No, we were cursed last time. So I think we ordered a book. Um... Oh, right, promotion. I forgot about this. I don't care about coins. I'm not going back to the chapel. There are only 2 corner rooms left. I don't know that I really want to do that. Don't remember what queen was. Heck no. Let's add the armor. Go to coupon book. Alright. What do we want to take out? I guess we look for a new clue again, huh? Because we still haven't figured out what's going on with that. Or the History of Arindia First Edition. No, I think it's a new clue. Where are we? I could secret light, or I could secret garden here. Do I want to do that? I do. Alright, dig to unlock the doors. Listen for the dog. There it is. Alright, so there's west. Do I want to swing this around to be east? I still need to go pull north lever. I guess I should. Everyone, this is going to take a while. Okay, nothing to do here. Well, I'm going to swing them around all the way. Just because I want to get a look at the north and south sides again. And then probably leave it on west. North had the moon. South has the Orinda Aries crest, doesn't it? Or the rune. Yeah, that's Orinda Aries. Okay. Make sure it's not interactable. Okay. You know, it might be a good thing that this estate was never open to the public, considering how much goddamn blasphemous symbols over here would get everyone murdered. Not blasphemous, but like the Fen government would absolutely not be cool with it. Is this spiral? Wait a minute. It starts as 1, but then breaks into 2. But then joins up as 1 again. Okay. There's nothing here in the stonework, is there? Doesn't seem to be. This one's lighter. No, okay, fine. Is there anything I'm missing in here? Probably not. Alright, let's go north to the corner room. Music room very late in the run. That's going to be a sanctum key. Heck yes. Okay, so I do have a reason to go open the north lever now. Denoted in verse. It's just saying that there's a puzzle in the music sheets, isn't it? Okay, so we're hoping for straight through. Lockpick works. Let's do a hallway into the antechamber. Okay, I haven't figured that out, but I think it's something denoted inverse. I don't know. Detoned. I think it's just saying the words of the music is the puzzle. Like, this is just a G clef. There's no... Other than, like, the little ticks here, there's nothing unusual about this. But, like, these are just embellishments, it seems to me. This is a spiral that normally G-Clip doesn't go this far, but it absolutely could. The fact that it's drawn over twice... I don't know. Saw something about the term when I was Googling stuff. Oh, don't tell me that, please. Like, denoted in verse just means that the words matter. I meant more that you saw something about the term when Googling, because it means that it is relevant instead of not being relevant. I don't know what is a red herring, what is actually a puzzle, and what is not, and that's the point. So telling me that you saw something, you saw a term online, means that it absolutely does matter, and that's not something that I would have assumed. All right, so my next question is, do I just start exploring the rest of this house from the antechamber? Go over, across, try and get down to the foundation so I can Go use the sanctum key and pull the lever. Yoink. Lockpick works. We have a vault. We have a foyer. Let's do the foyer. Because I don't have a vault key. I don't need money. Sanctum. Yeah, I gotta go downstairs. Okay. Yes, Count Isaac Gates. That's who I thought you were. Do you have a date anywhere on you that matters? No? Okay, fine. There's like no interactable buttons here, so the list from the office probably doesn't do anything in this room, but it might. I don't know. I want the boudoir because I want to go south. It's more steps too. And some dice. And a gem. Is there anything all the way up here? I don't think so, because I am all the way in the northwest corner. Lockpick. Okay. Secret passage lets us go forward. Ballroom makes us lose four gems here. Because we 2 to buy it, and then sets it to 2. But we might get those back later. Lost and found. I don't want to lose the sanctum key, so that's too much of a risk. I think I secret passage into a hallway. I have been in the ballroom. Last stream. It has a photo of when the ballroom was, or the first gala in the ball, or no, the photo of some gala that happened in the ballroom, and that had a date on it, but I just tried using that date and it didn't work in the office. Um, Secret passage into hallway is, I think, what I want to do. Or I do it into. Oh, what's left for green room? I want to do secret passage anyway. I have secret garden, patio, greenhouse, solarium, veranda, conservatory. Green rooms. Terrace is a dead end. Cloister on the side. I don't know if that's possible. Morning room would turn inward. The greenhouse has this open now. That's cool. So I don't know that I want a green room. If I get a hallway, it could be west wing wall, which lets me go. Sorry, yeah, west wing wall that lets me go multiple directions. Although I'm not supposed to draft it. I don't know that I've seen Great Hall on the outside wall, but it could be. Could be passageway. Could be corridor, which would get us to um so what's it called? The foundation. Features a shop, kitchen turns, laundry room and locksmith are dead ends, bookshop turns. If gift shop is oriented correctly, we still get down there. We need to go straight. Um, red rooms. Jim gets a well. Jim might get us there. Darkroom might get us there, but that's very risky. I don't want to lose half my steps from the weight room. The archives. I don't want to archive 1/3 of my plans. Furnace is a dead end. Lavatory is a dead end. Red room's a bad choice. I think we just choose a hallway. Anything in here? Nothing in here? Okay. The Halls of Holly. Oh, right. They can be repeats. So we do Courtyard so that's not the West Wing Hall. There's another chest. Dog's howling because we've unlocked the doors. Turnip's great. Nothing else? Nothing else. Bunch more keys. We're never going to need. Gift shop? I think gift shop. We can't afford anything. Right? Yeah, it's 40 for swim trunks, and that's the only thing left. Blue tents, I need the 8 trophies. And I don't know what this actually does. If anything. It might just turn your tent blue. Durager blocks, we're waiting for it to be added to the game. And yeah, we're here. Okay, so which sanctum door do I open? Is it Fen? Or do I open Nuance? I'm thinking I open Nuance to see if that's door number 8. To see if it has a sanctum key in it. I can't solve the Nuance puzzle, so if the sanctum key is in a chest or something, I won't find it. If I have to be doing it in the order of Sinclair's journey, I probably don't. I probably am just putting the pins on the map to track it, and that's the puzzle there. I vote for the 8th door. That's kind of where I'm leaving. That's the Nuance door. Because I can solve the puzzle for Fen. But I don't know that I care about Fen. In fact, I'm pretty sure I know that I don't care about Fen. Something neat about the Foundation. Sure. Oh, I had my map wrong. You can tell me so long as it won't be a spoiler. I mean, at this point, I think I've discovered everything there is to know about it, but I could be wrong. First things first. When I run, the Foundation lift faces away from the door. In mine, the Foundation, the elevator's on the north side. You're saying the Foundation lift faces away, so it faces east. Okay, because I go down and then the locked door is to the south of the room. You're saying, well, the door into the basement should be south of the room because it's on this map. But then I guess the elevator can be in any position of the foundation, northwest or east. It can't be south. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that was one of the reasons why I didn't choose foundation early on when it came up. It came up like 4 or 5 times, I think, and I passed it up because it said it would lock it into place, does not reset each day. I didn't want to make it permanent with where it was placed because it was like so early, and I definitely wanted it to face north, and eventually I gave up and said, okay, I wanted to have a door that goes north. But eventually I gave up and said, screw it, put it here. Do I close it closes again, okay. I was curious about that, if I can unpull the lever. Let's open that back up. Yeah, so this is Nuance. Here it is. Here's my map. Nuance, this island out here. We know it's green. And that's all we know. We know nothing about what type of a civilization it is. The whether they're or their type of travel. So, I mean, I opened door 8 because I think that this is where that last sanctum key is, and I'd be a fool not to. Oh, and they have this set up that you can't see what's back there. Okay. So what do we know? Okay, so that's just the moats. That's the weather and the color. This. What the fuck? That's the number of moats, number of lines, and color. This is just color. Okay. This is insane. I'm wondering if it's better to wait if more info is found. I mean, I can find more info later. I don't have to try to solve this now. So that's green. There are 8 moats and 8 civilizations, so I can probably rule out metropolitan, militaristic, spiritual, and that's it. So that leaves 5 choices. There are 7 weather systems and 7 actual locations. So I can rule out fog and heat. It's on the water, so it could be stormy. Probably not snow because it's not north. And I think Arch Areas is going to be snow. Could be rain, could be windy, could be no unusual weather. Travel. Could be anything. Is turtle an option here? Where was lines? Oh, it's number. It's not. There we go. So that's E. That'd be naval. 4 is roads. 4 like that is horse. 3 like that is trains. 5 like that is aviation. That might be, considering it's on an island. I don't know. 2 like that is camel. And 5 like that is turtle, but I also have short rays listed. Which... lead me to believe that something is different here. I don't think so. So I don't know. So we don't know if the 8th key is actually in here because we can't solve this. It's a weird light source. I mean, I understand it. They wanted to have the light effect, like coming from the ceiling on the podium, so it looks like there's a light above, but they didn't put an actual light above. Okay, so we're done here. Molly redeemed break time, so it's break time. So I'm gonna take a break here, and then we're gonna go back and God, I don't even know. We go to the antechamber, go to 46. That's the next thing we do. And then we probably come back here and expand these rooms and possibly go down to the vestibule. Time to make a tea? That sounds good. I'm gonna get some water. Everyone stick around. I'll be back in just 3 minutes or so. Yeah. See you then. And I'm back. Hi, how you doing? I'm Fig Oasis. I'm playing more Blueprints. We're in the middle of day 28. And we're in a very spoilery place right now. We're in the Sanctum. We're leaving the Sanctum. I just opened door this one for Nuance. And I don't know how to solve the sigil yet. So we're going to go back upstairs. We're going to go to room 46. We're going to grab that Sanctum key. We're going to see if there's anything new in there, like a new letter about the missing... The red letters that were missing or something. I don't know. We're also then gonna hunt around to see if we can find. I just turned my pawn into a knight, so we're gonna see if we can find the armory and see if we can find anything with that. We also need to find. Late Sinclair's personal home office. Oh, so this is his office and not Mrs. Babbage's office. Okay. Is this his throne? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know where the throne, where the king sits on his throne, where that's gonna be. So, we're leaving the sanctum. We'll be back here shortly, though. Probably not immediately. I'm gonna go look at 46, pick up the key there, and then do house hunting before we come back down here. If we lock ourselves out on the north side here and then have to come back to the vestibule, it might be faster to go to Foundation, come down here and do Sanctum stuff, and then just leave through the outer path and come back in through the entrance hall instead of having to backtrack all the way through the house. So we might do that. I do want to lower this water to 0 at some point. Oh, wait a minute. I guess they can put this elevator, they can just have it face other directions. It doesn't have to be... Like, it could face this way. Huh. Weird. Up. Now we're here. Go exit through the gift shop. Yeah, I just came back. I just walked back from the sanctum. We're going to go up to 46 and get that key and see if there's anything that's changed there. And then do more house exploring before going back. The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain a gem and redraw floor plans. Okay, so it allows me to get rid of red. Oh my god, the pins reset every day. Okay, I need to track. One is here. That's all we know. Of course the pins reset every day. You bought 3 types of cheese? Great. Not a real apple. Eight letters, 8 payments, 100 gold. Instructions to follow. So presumably, they've already made payments back to Denny. Okay, so we used, I need to mark which keys we used. We did just use, the 7th is major if you draft it quite late. we just picked up, the first key is found here on the furthest rank. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne. Okay. Held by a king on his throne. Nothing here. It may be the trophy room, but I doubt it. Maybe the office, but it wouldn't be held by the king. It might be the puzzle with the foyer, because the statues are all on plinths, and I don't know, maybe? Probably not the cloister, because I've changed it. And it probably won't be in a room that you change. It might be, but who knows? I don't know what this shop is. The missing one. The chapel? Maybe, but I doubt it. No. Shrine, maybe, but probably not. Alright, which of these has secret doors? Hovel, maybe? Is that why Denny set up his home there? The tomb has secret exits, but that's not really what it looks like in the diary. I looked for something in the shrine and didn't see anything, but I might have been wrong. And then root cellar, there's not really anywhere to put a door. So my only thought is the hovel. It has this area over here. It's a little suspicious. And then this one over here. It's blocked, but it's still suspicious. But I don't see anywhere on the north wall for a door. It does count as a dead end. But I think they all do. There's definitely not enough room for doors here. The dynamite's in this room. It keeps telling me you don't have a way of safely bringing it somewhere. Do I just need to light it in place? That seems dangerous. Maybe I do that. Maybe I try to trading post, get the laser, and light that. If the schoolhouse has secret doors, there's absolutely nothing that betrays it. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what a king on his throne means, and there aren't a whole lot of rooms that I have left, I think. Okay. Look at me. So the Jones crest is made up of a music note and it's like almost a G clef, but then it goes up. Oh, it's like a J. It's like a J with a music note. Okay. That's very interesting. These clocks are still stopped at 1:30. What does it mean? Alright, there's probably nothing else in here. What is this room? It has 2 doors. Is that a stove? This might be the kitchen back here. I'm just gonna take a quick look and see if I can see what this room is. It's probably nothing, but might be something. Billiard room doesn't have a sofa. Parlor's not shaped square like that. So it's got a center table with 8 chairs and then a sofa and like a bookshelf or something over there. I don't know. No. Not the music room, not the reading nook, not the wine cellar, not the trophy room, not the office. No. Nothing here is a center table. No. No. Nothing here. Nothing here. I think it's something we haven't found yet. Or it's generic blueprint asset that they can put multiple places, because this appears all over. That was the conference room. I thought so too, except that's what I originally thought. But this has a sofa and doesn't have 3 doors. So I think this is just supposed to be just like, here's a generic blueprints thing that we can just put everywhere. Because this appears in like the drafting studio and not the drawing room, definitely the drafting studio all over the place. It appears in the study. And I think it was somewhere else too. Maybe not. Conservatory, maybe? No, it just has that one. See, I don't think it's anything, unfortunately. Okay, so we're done here. I don't want to go use the sanctum key yet. But we probably use it on Fen when we get there. I think we head back here. We go this way. Try and go up and around. And we're trying to... We're trying to find the armory and unlock it. Because that's going to be... the armory or that last shop that I don't know what it is. It's right here. Can't read the specifics of what the crown does yet. I'm just going to take the armory. I'm not going to remove the lost and found. Is it each time I draw a red... the first time you draw a red room while drafting. So I should have done it. The armory has a Black Knight. Okay. Knight's Shield. Once per day while drafting, you can equip Knight's Shield to ignore the negative effects of any one red room. You wish to purchase this for 8 coins. No. Suspicious wall. The axe. You may use the axe in the room directory to permanently remove the gem cost from one room? Ooh, that's good. Okay, 32 coins is expensive, but... but to just go here and say, you know what? This passageway doesn't cost 2 gems anymore. That's so good. And I don't know if this respawns when I draft the armory again. But that's incredible. We have nothing here. A nice big anvil that we can't do anything with. We have a mace. A morning star can knock the locks off chests and trunks. Tomorrow morning, gain a star. So it's a hammer that I can't use for crafting. And I get a star tomorrow. Maybe. We got a door here. Can't buy the cannonballs. So just 3 items for purchase, but they're all pretty good items. I think I save up. I try and get more coins for the axe. Because if I can just go... I mean, first off, if I can say, hey, the trophy room doesn't cost jet wherever it is. Here, nope. Where's the trophy room? Here it is. If this doesn't cost 5 gems, it makes it a fantastic room. Because right now, it's kind of a crap room. Conference... oh, that's already free. Yeah, let's try and save up for that axe. Can't lockpick. I've got 22 keys, though, so I'm fine. Drafting studio. Kind of locks us out. We're not going to be able to fill. How much was the axe? 32 coins. I think a drafting studio. And let's add something to the pool. We have... okay, I'm going to screenshot this. Today's Friday, December 4th. And that's what the Great Hall looks like. We've got our Volume 1 of Drafting Strategy. And yeah, so these are the same blueprints as in 46, and they're also over here and over here. Yeah, so I think it's just. Oh, casino? Well, we're adding this to the draft pool. So, I think it's very interesting that classroom shows up here. You could just add more classrooms to the normal draft pool. I think I want to go casino though. Yeah, I'm gonna go casino. And now, right there. Let's go gambling. So I need to leave. There's nothing else in here for me. Unfortunately. Do I want to buy... While drafting, you can equip Knight's Shield to ignore the negative effects of one red room. Because it allows me to say the dark room doesn't get dark, or the archives doesn't archive. But I do have 2 reroll dice. I can just go past. Yeah. Let's go gift shop and down. Or let's go foundation and east and then try and go north. Where am I going? No, down through here. No lockpick. Okay. I don't have the gems for trophy room. Chamber of Mirrors, and I can't get to anywhere else, so that sucks. Parlor gets us 3 gems and lets us go north, and maybe I get trophy room up here or something. So let's parlor for the second time today. Which room did I pick? The casino. Alright. This is the only true box. The gems are in the other box with a true statement. One of the other boxes is true. Fantastic. Okay. There are 2 true boxes. The statement one of the other boxes is true. If this is true, then the 2 true boxes are this one and another box. If this is false, then one of the other boxes. Well, I guess it doesn't say only one. But if this is false, then one of the other box, then both of the other boxes have to be true, assuming this is supposed to say only one. Because technically, it would have to say both other boxes, or 2 of the other boxes. I guess there's some ambiguity, because it could be saying at least one of the other boxes is true instead of only one of the other boxes is true. So At the very least, we know that both other boxes are not false. At least one of these has to be true. This is the only true box. The gems are in the other box with a true statement. Okay. If this is the only true box, if this is true, then this is false, and one of the other boxes is true is false. So both other boxes must be true. Wait. If this is true... No, this can't be true. If this were true, this would also be true, which would mean this would be false. If this were true, could this be false? Only if this is true also, and then this would be false. So blue is definitely false. This is not the only true box, and this is not a true box at all. At least one of these two are true. The gems are in the other box with a true statement, is implying that there are two true boxes. If this is true, and there are two true boxes, the other one must be this one. One of the other boxes is true, which would mean the gems would be in black. Could this be false? The gems are in the other box with a true statement. If this is false, then both of these are false, and then this would be false. All three boxes would be false. That's not possible. So, black and white are true. The gems are in the other box with a true statement. The gems are in black. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's go north. No lockpick. Do I have any special keys? I have the basement key. That's not going to work. Okay, I can still... I gain a gem and re-roll if I remove the lavatory. That seems like a thing to do. Showroom gets us straight through. Shows us a whole bunch of items we don't want because we actually want coins. I don't know if I want this. Servant's quarters gets us 5 steps and like 1 billion keys. How many keys would this be? If it counts itself, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 keys. We already have 19 keys, and there are only 5 other places that we could use keys. So I'm gonna say no. Bedroom closet for items, maybe, and we just don't go here. Unless we find the south lever in the it'd be in the mechanarium. We can't pull the south lever, so we won't be able to get to here. But that's fine. I think that's fine. The bedroom closet anyway. We go back to gift shop and go down. And then try and get back to vestibule if we can. I guess remember I did spread gems around to all the green rooms south of the patio. And I spread coins throughout the house from the secret garden. So everything south of here basically has there's some coins around. So actually I could just go walking and then come back to the armory. Let's take showroom. It allows us to walk through. We can go back and get coins if we want. Take a look at what is this? All right, emerald bracelet. You do not have to pay the gem costs of floor plans. Okay. Master key opens all doors. Chronograph, rewind time after drawing new floor plans, and you draw more tomorrow rooms. Ornate compass. You may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. I don't want any of these. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. The cloister in a dead-end area. That's great. Walk-in closet's probably the best option. Or the storeroom all the way up here. Let's do walk-in closet. I've never seen this before. Is it like the 3rd time I've drawn cloister? Yes, but I made it more common. This run, actually, I made it more common. Gain additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Does that happen now? Because I've already done that. Because that would be apples are better, get an extra key, which I guess I did. And a pair of chests. Was that the twins? What was the twins? Yeah, a pair of trunks in the entrance. Maybe there are 2 more trunks in the entrance. Wouldn't that be great? Alright, so we go back south. We try and go south from the gift shop. I made the power hammer. I have 20 keys. Her ladyship's chamber. I can go back to the walk-in closet for 3 gems. I can go back to the boudoir for 10 steps. I get 5 steps on drafting it. The pool for the pump room might be what I do, though. Although the vault... The vault gives me 40 coins. And then I can just go to the foundation, explore from there, and then pop up back to the armory and buy some stuff. I unfortunately don't have a vault key. Give me all these, give me all these, give me all of them, all of them, all of them. Alright. I don't have a vault key, right? File cabinet key. It says it likely opens up a drawer somewhere on the estate. What if it's a red herring item and does nothing? So the axe was 32, which leaves me with 25 to spend. Not enough for the swim trunks. Let's go to the foundation, open up from there. Corridor and tunnel, I guess, are the same, except corridor leaves my next roll open, because I want to join back up with the vestibule. I wonder if something happens on Christmas, or if something happens on day 46. Those would be cute. What's corridor? I can remove the weight room. That sounds like a good idea. Again, cloister, and again in an area where I can't open any doors with it. But also, I don't have the gems to afford it, or didn't have the gems to afford it. Treasure trove. We get more info from treasure trove. Nothing joins back up the vestibule. I don't want to I don't want to roll the treasure trove away. I want to do it. Okay, where are my treasure trove notes? No, no, no. Treasure room notes. On green type memo and white box, green memos in treasure rooms are true. Blue typed memos is blue box with moon. Green memos and white boxes are always lies. Okay, so there's a blue box. With an orange sun. This is a green memo, not in a blue box. Green memos in treasure rooms are okay. So the true treasure of the trove is not in the house. That's a green typed memo. In blue box with orange sun. The true treasure of the trove is the friends we met along the way. And so far I've seen nobody, so I am poor. That's a shame. We've met dogs today? That's true. The true treasure of the trove are the dog. No, it says it's not in the house. The dogs are in the house. Okay, so I don't care about anything in the showroom. So we go back to the armory, we buy a thing. We buy the axe. And possibly something else. Then we go to the foundation, we go back to Sanctum. We open the door for Fen Ares. Then we come back to the entrance hall from there instead of going back to Foundation. Because we sweep back through the house looking for any of the spread money or fruit. And make our way back to... I don't know, the showroom. We can't bring anything in the next run. I guess we try and get the 40 coins to get back to gift shop and buy the thing for the pool. The swim trunks. And on our way through, we pop into the vestibule and go fill in the center square. Right? That sounds right. Oh, also, we never opened this door out of the mechanarium, which was a door, so maybe we join back up again. Okay, so head up to Armory by the Axe, and then back to Foundation. We're wasting a few steps. We could just go to Foundation and then sweep back through the Armory, but I'm not going to do the math to figure out if we're going to get there, because I don't know how much fruit exists. So pop into Armory by the Axe, pop into Foundation. Oh, we do want to use the Axe today, because we probably can't bring that forward. We just bring its effect forward. You may use the axe in the room directory to permanently remove the gem cost from one room. Why did I have 70 something gold? Did I miss something? I thought I had not enough. I was looking at this screen. And I was looking at the steps and said, oh, 52. That's how much gold I have. Okay, we go back to the gift shop, we buy the trunks now, and then we do a sweep through the house. We do the whole plan. So, the room directory. What room do we love so much that we want to get rid of its gem cost? The classroom. The problem with the classrooms is it gets super gem intensive. This will let us do a better classroom run. Ooh, I love this. We got up to 70 something coins from the treasure trove. I was just looking at the wrong number when I was doing math. I think we remove the gem from the classroom's cost. Listen, I wouldn't call it a blunder. I did the cloister. Which, yes, I did lower the cloister to commonplace. That's why it showed up like 5 times. A fucky wucky? Yeah, sure. Maybe the foyer or the Great Hall. No, the Great Hall doesn't have one. The passageway could be. The blunder is if we get all the money blended in the repo blender. That's a blunder. Good old blunder. You know, I think the classroom is a clever one. I think we cut the gem cost from here and we try and do some more classroom runs in the future. Axed. Alright. I hope that the axe respawns on future runs and I get to buy it again and that's not just my only one use of it. Because that would suck. Let's go back to Foundation and do... I mean, we'll buy this on our way through here. But then we're still doing our plan. Alright, swim trunks purchased, so there are now a pair of trunks in the pool. That would suck, yeah, kinda. I wanted to see that 5 gem room cost axe someday. Absolutely. I mean, it's spend 5 gems to get 8 gems, but I'd still want to get rid of that. That's super expensive. Alright, we're going to the Sanctum. Again. For the second time today. Spend no gems and get 8 gems? Yeah, that'd be cool. But also the trophy room kind of sucks. From a flavor standpoint. You have to look in Ugly Ass Room, yes. You have to deal with the fact that, like, I don't know. I don't like the concept of dead animals as trophies. I think it fucking sucks. Alright, so Fen Ares. Well, that's just all sorts of wrong. Alright. Peeking ahead, this looks exactly the same. And I'm doing that mostly so I can see if this changes, and it probably will. Okay. Militaristic fog roads. We have to do this in a weird way. So let's do this. Fog, that's good. We do this. That's roads. And then the top one changes the symbols. We're looking for militaristic, which are those. And then the bottom one, we're looking for fog, which are the swoops. There we go. Push the button. There. Okay, it absolutely changed. And then a light turns on over there. Yeah, okay. So it's purposely obfuscating what's over there. Ew. I'm actually writing this last postcard, sitting at my desk at home. Fen Ares is 8. That's kind of what I expected it would be. Because if you're doing a tour around the world and you're starting in old civilization of the place you're in, you're going to end at new civilization of the place you're in. I suppose I should put forth the extra effort and drop it in the mail for consistency. But I'm tempted to save the postmaster a trip, as it will just wind up here once again to join the other 7, which I am pleased to report were all waiting for me on my desk, safe as can be. Flipping through them has reminded me of the many friends I made and lessons learned along the way, and as I look back, one truth shines brighter than the others. Air travel is much better than sea travel. P.S. Remind Anne to replace the books I lost, which is that list of books. Okay. Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mount Holly Estate, Reddington, Fen Ares. Can I flip it over? Can I see the other side of the postcard? Boo. I wish I could see the other side of the postcard. Even if it's just like that art on a postcard or something. Alright, we have the big building of... It's kind of like that one. We have some cannons because military. Nothing there. The Fen Ares variation. At the end of the War of the Fifth Era, after the Grand Realm of Fenris was established, Morajai boxes of the realm were graced with red tiles in honor of General Teskin's victory. When these tiles are pressed, all black tiles on the box turn red in triumphant victory, while all white tiles on the box turn black, serving as the outclassed and struggling reinforcements of the dwindling Desilat's army. Okay, so these pages that explain how the Morajai boxes work are absolutely 100% here to remind you of the rules if you've solved all the boxes already. Because this is going to matter. This is absolutely going to matter. It might be the puzzle in the bookshop with those 9 books on the table or something. I don't know. But this is absolutely here in case you have solved all of the green puzzles and forgot how the green pieces move or something. We have too many colors here. Okay. Let's reset. Thank goodness, because I totally forgot all the rules. Yeah, I'm sitting here clicking. I don't remember what orange does. I don't remember what green does. Black pushes the row sideways like a train. Right, okay. White, which is naval, turns gray. White turns gray? That's not good. Okay. Orange turns to the same color if it matches 2 of them, is my guess? Yes. Okay, if orange is next to 2 of the same color, it will turn to 1 of them. Orange is Kororika, and I don't know anything about it. Why would it do that? Tribal, agricultural, academic, industrial, poetic. Doesn't make sense for... I don't know. I don't know why I would do that. Maybe poetic because it's taking on the culture of the civilization around it. Well, Kororika is down here. I don't know. Why does Morajai turn gray? Because white is Morajai. If we rotate this to center, it still turns gray. If we rotate it over here, it's still gray. If we... I don't know how to move green over here. Green swaps with what's opposite of it. Green is nuance. Green swaps with opposite. We already have trains, naval, roads. Could be aviation. Aviation, horse, camel, turtle. Or maybe another one, because maybe this doubles up, because there are only 7... Well, yeah, please don't say it. So I can do this, then this, and then this, turn this green. This isn't helping me turn, because this is just going to turn gray again? Turn that gray. Why did it turn that gray? What is white doing? If we do this, do this, do this. White changes its gray neighbors. So then we can swap this back, turn this white. Then we can swap this back, rotate this. Turn this white. Rotate, swap this back. No. I want to swap it to, okay, wait, let's swap this back. That flips, right? Rotate there. I want to grab these white ones, but I don't know that I can. That was a mistake. That might work. So then I can swap that back. I need to grab that one. Or that. No, wait. How do I swap that across? Now this is down here. No, I can't do any of that. So green and black can only be on top and bottom. Oh wait, I just need to get black, white, black, or red to all four corners. There. I kind of sped through that at the end. You need white, black, or red to all four corners because clicking red turns all black into red and then all white into black, and you just click it again. So it doesn't matter. I was stuck for a while because I was trying to get white into all four corners, but it doesn't need to be white into all four. Okay. So I'm going to write down the rules. Red. Turn black into white. Then, no, turn black into red. Then white into black. Black is shift row one space to the right. Orange is if adjacent to two of same color, become that color. White is turn gray. Itself and adjacent white turn gray. And then adjacent gray turn white. Green. Swap with opposite. Side slash opposite side or corner. That's all I learned. I mean, it's a lot of rules. White tiles are basically lights out? Yeah. But I wanted to be extremely clear in my gray tiles are deactivated. Yeah. Well, gray tiles don't have any rules. Hey Beckham, how are you? Okay, so I figured that out. Did I already write 8? Yes, I already wrote 8. So we're done in here. Did we learn anything about nuance? Swap with opposite side or corner. Why? Like, I could brute force it with the knowledge I have, but I don't... They did make it hard to brute force by making you have to cycle through a whole bunch of things, because spinning one wheel spins a bunch. So, it's probably not worth it. I think I'm just gonna not solve nuance yet until I have more info. So we're going back up. We're gonna go back through the front door instead of the foundation. And we're gonna sweep through and pick up all the food and money that we can. For no real reason, considering we bought what we wanted, maybe we can buy more. I do have the filing cabinet key again, but I don't know if any of these filing cabinets are it. I looked at a bunch of them last time. We haven't checked all of them. It's boring. I have a feeling that it's in a more prominent place than in this frickin' basement. Beep. Oh, did money get spread here? Yes. Okay, we didn't unlock 2 more chests here. Or get 2 more chests here. So we go back into veranda at least for food. You know what? Let's just go everywhere, right? Might as well. I haven't been back to the observatory yet. I'll go. It's now that one's lying down and the others want pets. This is great. This game is fantastic. Who's a good dog? All right. Banana. And a gem. More banana. All right, back into here. Nothing gets spread into here. Boo. Oh, you have to use the telescope in the observatory. 2 more chests, another key, and apples are extra delicious again. Okay, that's... For how rare the telescope seems, that doesn't seem like a good thing. Like, there's gonna be nothing in here. Oh, an ordinary key. Okay, fine. Yeah, like, whatever. The telescope kind of sucks. We're just backtracking. Back to entrance. Go north all the way. Do I want to change this again? I did set closer to common. Yeah, they're all common. That's fine. Alright. So another chest over here. There should be 2 more. Oh, then it's next to it. Hammer still works to open them. So that's cool. Two dice. So I'm going to have 4 dice re-rolling this last room in the house. Nice apple in here. 8 steps. Wow. What am I hoping for? I don't know. Oh, right. The whole... Whatever. I don't know. None of these. No. But this is a free reroll and plus a gem. We crossed our arms at the same time. Study doesn't get us anything, really. Casino. We get to see a casino or a mailroom. Casino. What are we going to get from the casino? Nothing we're going to need, but we get to see a casino. All right. The door to the machinarium opened up. There's a whole pile of coins here. Look at all this. Look at all this. All right. No table games. Got some booze and a bucket, probably for ice. Got a slot machine. for coins or something. Each spin costs a coin. All right. You have an out of order broken handle. No, we need the we need the handle. Okay, that's cool. Doesn't really tell us anything about what we get. This is another boring slot machine. And then three more boring slot machines. This one doesn't have a number on it. This one's power is out. And we have a roulette wheel that says 10 coins, 2 keys, 2 gems, 20 coins, 2 keys, 2 gems. Ooh. Didn't notice that. Why is that? I don't know. We're gonna find out. What do we start with? I kind of want to start with a normal slot machine to see how it's supposed to operate. Up to 3 bonus spins. 3 coins for 3 coins, 4 coins for 5 coins. 3 stacks for 9, 4 for 15. Clover is 10 coins each, 2x amount. The snake sets your coins to 0. The net is 3 for each snake. And then 4 crowns for 100 coins. Huh. Alright, well. Insert. Oh, just pull handle. Okay, you don't have to insert the coin anywhere. Nothing. Why? You can bonus spin each reel. Okay. I got nothing. Okay, I could cash out with 18, or I could... If I re-roll this, the most I can get is 15. Let's just get coins. Absolutely. Heck yeah. Well, I don't even think I want to bonus spin any of them. Each bonus spin costs a coin. I get bonus spin the snake away. And now I can't... The clover's the only thing that'll win me money. No, thank you. I wish I knew the odds on how many times a crown appeared. Boo. Well, now I guess I respin this to try and get a coin. Nope, okay. Nothing. Okay. Alright, so that's how that works. How about the one that has no... Payouts are the same. Screen went away. Nope, screen's back. Wonder why that was. Oh, it's just... I don't think that there's a difference. I'm betting this one pays out better, has better odds or something. I mean, I can just jam my finger. Oh, this lets you respin 5 times. Interesting. Okay. Let's roulette here. Mount Holly roulette. Spin the wheel for your chance to win prizes. Oh, wagers are 1 wager per day. Oh, okay. So why... Oh, the wheels change. So I see 4 gems, 50 coins, an allowance token, 2 free spins. What looks like 4 key. Let's say no thanks. Does it say like this? It does. 4 keys and 30 coins. 2 allowance token. Okay. So this is for 20 coins. Then what does 100 look like? 4 allowance tokens, 200 coins, 2 free spins, 4 gems and 4 keys, 300 coins, plus 10 steps, keys, gems, coins, dice. Ooh, okay. I mean, I think we wagered 20, right? Because versus this is just okay. So total payout is 4 gems, 4 keys, 30 gold. Total payout here is, well, it's got 2 free spins, so that changes the math a lot. Heck it. Wager 20. Boo. That sucked. Maybe if I had more luck. Let's go gambling. Yeah, this faded to black also. You got 2 free spins? Wow. Alright, let's do this until we're out of money. No. We're not winning anything. We might win 9 coins. We could still win 18 coins. No, can't win anything. Let's play a different machine. That one sucked. Let's go back to this one. The lights are working on this one now. That must have just been a visual bug. Now the lights are staying on. Whatever. I mean, that's just free money. I am so low on money already. How am I already down to 16? What the hell? Okay. Ooh. Hey. Back up to 13 again. This is... Shouldn't have done that. I should have just quit. Are you where the bonus spins cost money? Yes. Yes, I am. Sometimes it's worth it. Hey, cash out. All right, 3. Okay, fine. Try for 9. Nope. Try for 3. Nope. This sucks. Nope. Luck be a landlord is what you're thinking of. Okay, I'll cash out 20. I have not played it on stream, but I have played it. It's been a while though. I played it back when it was that was one of the early access games I played. Let's just cash out there. That one sucks. Not gonna get anything there. Yeah. 6 coins. This casino needs music or something. Why am I doing this? Alright. Can't believe this is Blueprints now. Why am I doing this? This is terrible. Nope. What do I even need this money for? Rewind time to when I didn't have the casino. This room didn't even have secrets? Nope. Well, it might. The golden slot machine might have something. We don't know. We need the broken handle in order to do that. We're out of money. Alright, they're kicking me out. It's time to go home. We could walk around, pick up more money and gems, and then come back to the dining room, eat more food, because we never ate dinner. Go back to the office, try and punch in that code again, but I'm clueless there. Go to the showroom, but nothing there lets me take anything afterward. There's nothing else to do, I think. Right? Is there anything to do outside? Oh, treasure map. We didn't get the treasure from the walk-in closet. I think that's fine. Well, sometimes it's not coins. Sometimes it's something else, isn't it? Okay, fastest way to the walk-in closet is down... no. All the effing way around. Alright. Go through here to the dining room. Get more steps. Go up through here. over, down. Oh, nope. We gotta go down to the parlor and then up. God, it's a mess. You opening more doors? No? Just these three? Okay. Still an N? Still an N. You still a mystery? Delicious dinner. Alright, run through here. I think I want to change this to History of Arindia First Edition. See if we can get more info for Sanctums. We'll do a new clue laterward. Laterward? Later. Afterward. We don't know what purple does. If these are supposed to be more dry puzzles, then blue's not going to be a color. I would assume that like this is gray, but then we don't know what purple does. These might be something else though, or it might just be nothing. It might be those three chairs were reupholstered recently because the dogs got to them. I don't know. Oh, it's a secret garden, right? Like, why are there apple trees out there? Take another peek in here. I don't think there's anything I can do this again. I don't know where on the map I should pin it, but like that's all I know. And that's gonna go away. Nothing else. Okay. These fools aren't gonna tell me their secrets. Where was I going? Down and then over. I have no dollars. Nope, it showed up for a second. Taking forever. Coins and gems, that's it. The only reason I came here was I thought there might be something permanent. Alright, can I buy anything for 25? No? Cool. Can I do anything else? I can go back to the armory and they don't have anything left there that's permanent. And end the day in the bedroom, yeah. There's no way to call the elevator back. Like, there's absolutely nothing left here to buy until Dirigibles comes out again. So we go back to the armory. You can buy this. That only works today. Or this. Oh, right. Start. There. Now I have another star tomorrow. And the boudoir is up there, but I don't know if it's... Oh, no, can't go through there. I don't know if it's going to have any positive sleeping benefits, considering this is what I'm going to be sleeping on, probably. Like, it's not exactly looking like a comfortable bed. But hey, we'll end it here. It is 6 p.m. This has been a 4-hour... Well, no, okay. I haven't spent 4 hours in game. Because there was the fire alarm for like 20 minutes or whatever. Let's call it a day. Did it feel like a long day? It was a long day. I did spend a lot of time in the house. "20 excavated dig spots, 6 shop rooms." Otherful Manor is nice, yeah. But I am going to call it a stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. Coming up on stream, I meant to figure out what we're playing tomorrow. Hey Molly, what are we playing tomorrow? I'm going to open Discord real fast. What do we got? I think it's just you, me, and Heller again. Yep, you, me, and Heller. So we could repo again. I don't know if people are getting bored of repo. We want to switch back to like PlateUp or something. I don't know that Pummel Party or Pico Park are going to be fun with low numbers of players. You missed PlateUp? We could do PlateUp. Let's do PlateUp tomorrow. All right, so coming up tomorrow, it's PlateUp. I'm going to switch back here, pop up this calendar. I'm gonna actually take chat. Move you all the way up here, because I kind of don't like that the schedule covers you up. Oop, there we go. Lock that in place. So coming up tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern is PlateUp. The entire chat went away. Fantastic. Molly, Heller, and I will be trying to serve food. Probably trying to get me to have all the foods unlocked, because I still don't think I have them. On Monday, I'm building more Lego Lord of the Rings Rivendell. And on both Sunday and Monday, I might be doing... No, I don't want to stream anything earlier those days. I do have the days off from the day off of work from Monday, because it's Labor Day in the U.S. But I think I want to take that time to rest, honestly. So I'm not going to stream early on Monday. It's going to be the normal Lego Rivendell stream on Monday. On Wednesday this week is going to be Hollow Knight. And on Friday, I haven't decided what I'm playing yet. And then this is probably going to be the last week where I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm probably going to switch it up because my work schedule is changing with which days I need to be in the office. So have to wake up earlier on certain days and whatnot. So it makes sense to change around what days I need to stream or what days I can stream. Um, yeah, that's gonna do it. If you want to know the full schedule, I keep a Google Calendar open or updated with all of the everything I know about what I'm going to be playing. That calendar is linked in the uh, description of this YouTube video. It's on my Twitch page. If you just scroll down into the panels there, there's a big calendar widget there. It is pinned on my Mastodon page, kind.social/@FadedOasis. Um, yeah, and I also put out a weekly calendar graphic that I pin on kind.social. So if you just want to see what's this week, that's the easiest way. I think that's going to be it. I can't think of anything else to talk about. If you want to help me out, you can follow me or subscribe, do all those fancy free things, and I'll see everyone later. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a good one.